Good morning, students. This is January 13th. This is for robotics, mainly for the robotics students at home. Bring you up to speed on what's going on in class. We're in Unit 2, and before Christmas, what should have already been done is you should have 2.1a is review test, and 2 is basically the programming of the robot. So we have, in class, we're using a programming software for VEX that will program the robot in a C++ language. Online, they're using Java and maybe, I think, Python. So you're doing everything online. So you should have a review test done. You should have done the worksheet that was already closed out, but if you didn't get it, you didn't get it. 2.2's assignment is done in your engineering notebook. You can take a picture of it and make it a PDF. Again, I have a video on this early on. This should be submitted in LearnMate. LearnMate is a term we use to describe the book that we use, the digital textbook. 2.3 is a worksheet that should be done in your engineering notebook, and the picture should be uploaded to Schoology. There's a place for that. If you hadn't done that, that's a 0. That is a major grade. 2.4, another major grade, should be done as an assignment in your engineering notebook and uploaded to LearnMate. And it has to be in PDFs, and LearnMate has to be in PDFs under 1 megabyte. Not so much for Schoology, they'll take JPEGs. 2.5 has got 2 assignments, and one of them is a worksheet that goes to Schoology, and the other one's a review test, which you take online here. 2.6 is an assignment, and 2.7 is a worksheet, which I haven't posted the worksheet online yet. Probably not for the in-class people, but you do it in your engineering notebook and kind of understand what's going on. 2.8 is where we are in class, and so when they open up, what they're doing is calling follow a complex path, and you read through it and answer the questions at the end in your engineering notebook. But for in class, they're working on the robot's on a track that we laid out in here, but for you, you're going to have to go here and do this. So this is the VEX VR, the virtual robot programming software. When you open it, it probably looks like a blocky project. So if you go to File, blocky projects are like elementary. We don't do that here. We write in text the way it's done in industry. So this is text-based language. So you can do that. This is located here. I'll move this out of the way. Move me out of the way there. So this is if I go to Playground, Open Playground, I get this. If I drop this menu down, I get all kinds of different things, and I'm in a dynamic wall map. So I can go to Grid Map, where there's nothing on it, or I can open up in Dynamic Wall Maze. Since you're doing a complex path, this is what you would be doing with your robot. You change it up every now and then, but the dynamic wall maze is changing on you. So you got to program your robot to make it all the way to the checkerboard. And over here you have the palette for writing code. They've got helps for you there if you want to do it. Now, you're sitting at home. You're not with me. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you don't know. I don't know what questions you're going to have. It's kind of impossible to come up with thousands of videos on that. So the people that make this thing already have tutorials that talk to you about how doing this. So you can go back. You have tutorials out there. So all you got to do is click on tutorials and read that. Watch those. If you're in block and you're doing Playground, notice that the maze changes every time you start a new maze. So if you were to do drive forward for 1 second and turn right for 1 second, you can click this little guy up here, less than and greater than sign, and I'll move this out of the way. And it kind of gives you a version of Python of what it would look like if you wrote that. So this is what you're writing. So this is just a way of going back and using blocky that you're familiar with to give you some idea of where you went wrong. But your goal is to work in text. So move this out of the way. Now, in class, there's a midterm next week. You're still responsible for that. The students in class are going to do, they're turning in their engineering notebooks, and they have got all this work done. So if you're at home and you've actually done the engineering notebook right, you can bring it up here, and I will grade it as your midterm. If you haven't done that, then your midterm is going to be the post-unit test on 2, in which I'll open that up, and you'll only have one shot at that one. And whatever you get, that's your midterm. Next week, there's a schedule out when the midterms will be put out. Your schools will gladly give you that, and that will be when you need to turn your computer on and take it on. You should be on the computers every day doing something. You should be on this virtual robot every day doing something, learning how to program. If you've sort of pushed this off and hadn't done much in a while, you're at home, but you're still in school. Your grade is your responsibility, not mine. So if you haven't done this work, then you will get a 0. If you have done this work and it's right, then you'll be graded on what you have done. That's the way it works. So I urge you to catch up with us. Now, Unit 3 will start soon, and Unit 3 is probably the most difficult unit of all the units because it deals with the physics of the robot. You're going to be doing a lot of math in there, so you're going to have to do something every day to keep up with that math. If you have any questions, you can contact me. Thank you.